It's Tuesday, October 15th, 2024. Thanks for joining me today. A lot to talk about. Before I forget, make sure to check out Texas Silver this evening. He's going to be dropping a video. He'll be doing another unboxing and talking about the importance of precious metals and some other things. So make sure you check out my good friend Aaron over at Texas Silver. Give him some love. Now, I want to start today's video. I was reading an article on the economiccollapse.com website. 10 signs the economy is a great mess. And we could probably make a list of 100 plus reasons why it's a mess. But just to give you a quick rundown here, number of Americans filing first-time jobless claims just hit the highest level in over a year. That was last Thursday at 258,000. Majority of middle-class Americans rate their personal financial situation negatively. 55% of middle-class Americans now rate their financial situation as negative, and that number is growing. 3, it now costs $4.4 million to live the American dream over the course of a lifetime. Remember when $1 million was the number? $1 million. You could retire. You were the top 1%. Now you need $4.4 million to get through the course of your lifetime. Lamb Watson, the largest producer of French fries in North America, they supply McDonald's, all the restaurant chains, they're closing a production plant in Washington State. I mean, every day we're getting more and more data of just how bad the economy is. This is getting more and more difficult to sweep under the rug. Boeing laying off 17,000 employees. We all know this. We just talked about this. 700 bank branches in the first 9 months of this year have already closed, and they're forecasting that we'll see at least 1,000 bank branches close this year. 7, True Value bankrupt. 8, 450 7-Elevens closing. 9, Home Depot dumped 3.2 million square feet of warehouse space this year. And 10, Disney now laying off. It just continues to get worse and worse. Anybody out there with good news regarding the economy, please feel free to comment down below. Let me know where the good news is with the U.S. economy. I don't see too much. I see a lot of people now beginning to get very worried. A couple years ago, people used to laugh at me, saying that you're never going to see inflation. They were laughing that the economy could never collapse, that this would never happen, that we would never see layoffs. Nothing bad was ever going to happen. People are not laughing any longer. Now people are getting very worried, very concerned, and many people have already lost their jobs. They don't know what they're going to do. They've hit a brick wall, and now if they don't have family or a good church to fall back on, these people run the potential of becoming homeless. A growing number of homeless in America. The number is absolutely skyrocketing. American consumers are increasingly underwater on their car loans. What a shock. A growing number of Americans with auto loans owe more than the car is worth. It is not out of the ordinary now for somebody to have a $1,000 car loan. We're now seeing car mortgages. These aren't even loans. These are now car mortgages. What people are now paying to drive a car around is what our parents used to pay for a mortgage. Average amount owed on upside down loans now at an all-time high at $6,458. Trade-ins this year with negative equity, where people went and traded in a car to go buy a new car that had negative equity in the car they were trading in, 24.2%. That's literally 1 out of 4 trade-ins had negative equity, and they're just rolling it over into a new car. Unbelievable. Walgreens says it will close 1,200 stores by 2027 as earnings top estimates. We've been talking about this for the last couple days. This is a large amount of stores. There's going to be a large amount of vacant real estate, a large amount of layoffs, and they're really not saying the real reasons. I mean, obviously the economy is slowing down has played a pivotal role here, but also the amount of crime that these stores are having to deal with is putting stores out of business. And nobody wants to talk about what is really happening out there. Crime is playing a significant role here. Boeing to send pink slips to thousands of workers within weeks. So have a nice Christmas, right? Have a wonderful Christmas. Could you imagine being an employee at Boeing and in a matter of weeks, you're going to get a pink slip. Either right before Christmas or right after Christmas, you're done. So what type of Christmas are these people going to have this year? Do you think they're going to go out and buy tons of Christmas gifts? I mean, they're not going to have a job after Christmas. Terrible what is taking place right now. Last time Halloween shoppers spent less, it was this on the Hedge. Halloween shopping is forecasted to drop by 5% to $11.6 billion this year. Isn't that an astronomical amount of money? Even though it's dropped, they're predicting it's going to drop 5%. Americans are still going to spend $11.6 billion on Halloween. Candies, costumes, parties, all that. Last year was a record. Can you believe this? In 2023, we saw a record Halloween sales in 2023 at $12.2 billion. 72% of consumers plan to celebrate Halloween. First off, I don't celebrate Halloween because I'm Christian and I believe it is a very serious satanic holiday. I don't celebrate the devil's birthday, will not do it. And I don't hold anything against people who do because they don't know any better. But when you do know, you know this is a significant day for witches and Satanism, and so I stay away from it. I don't spend any time, I don't spend any money on Halloween, and I advise that you don't either. But another thing that blows my mind is you have adults in this country running around like they're Batman, like they're Superman, they're Wonder Woman. It's unbelievable, the mentality of people in the United States of America. The country is collapsing, the economy is collapsing, your standard of living is collapsing, and yet people have the time and the money to run around like a comic figure or a cartoon character, an adult human being. I don't get it. Again, I don't hold anything against these people. Do whatever you want to do, but there are so many things happening in this country, and yet we have adults running around like cartoon characters pretending to be a comic hero while the country is literally collapsing. I find it a little weird. This is a little weird to me. Let me know your thoughts on that. Let me know what you think about this. People spending money, running up the credit cards to dress up like a cartoon character. No wonder we're in so much trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Here's another one. Stagflation odds jump in latest New York Fed survey as inflation expectations rise. Delinquency fears hit 4-year high. The anticipated probability of missing a minimum debt payment over the next 3 months rose to 14.2% in September, the fourth month of increases. The most pronounced increase was respondents between the age of 40 and 60 with a household income of $100,000 plus. Unbelievable. But people will be dressing up like Batman and Robin and Superman and Wonder Woman in just a matter of days. It's unbelievable. It really, really is. New York Empire State Manufacturing Index plunges, signaling a downturn in business conditions. Latest data shows the index at negative 11.90, a sharp contrast to the anticipated 3.40. This is also very negative for the dollar, ladies and gentlemen. If we saw metals today, they had a very, very nice day yet again. And gold is trying to get to another all-time high, and it's going to do it very, very soon. People that we were just talking about this the other day with Wino and Enrique, and just people on social media and what they post and the amount of greed out there. We did a Spotify show with Lionel, my boxing coach, a couple nights ago, and we were talking about all these people driving these cars, $200,000 cars. You know, people making under $100,000 a year driving a $200,000 car. People driving $70,000 luxury Lexus, making $30,000 a year. Just this nonsense that continues to take place, and it's really greed, right? People want bigger houses, they want to drive bigger cars, they want bigger watches, they want nicer clothes, they want to go to nicer restaurants, they want to show all of us this on social media, they want to post everything on social media, what they're eating, what they're drinking, where they're vacationing, and it's all going on credit cards. It's all money they don't have, but they're just running up credit cards at 23 to 30%. But greed is a killer, ladies and gentlemen, and people have this greed for attention, the narcissism, the braggadocious mentality of people who've got to pretend to be something that they're not. There was a good article today on the hedge titled Greed and How to Lose 100% of Your Money. And there's a lot of ways to lose your money. You know, people want to be rich. They're taking enormous risk right now with cryptos in the stock market, which is completely overvalued at this point. And they're going to continue to double down and stay at this poker table just a little too long. And when they pull the rug out on this thing, we're going to see massive wipeouts. People have gotten very, very complacent, believing that everything just continues to go up forever. The price of their home goes up forever. The stock market goes up forever. They can, borrow money off of credit cards forever. They can pull money out of their homes forever. Because the price of their home is going to go up forever. And they've gotten very, very complacent, and they are not prepared for what is right around the corner. I advise all of you not to get complacent. I advise all of you not to play this game. It's very, very dangerous. Do not be greedy. This is the time to be preparing, to be getting ready. The sales will be coming, ladies and gentlemen. There will be a time to get into the markets. There will be a right time to buy a home. There's going to be great opportunity coming. But remember, with great opportunity, with a great crash, there's going to be a lot of dangerous things coming. Watch out, for society. Watch out for social collapse. Be very, very careful out there. Watch out for shortages at the store. Watch out for food shortages. We have to be very, very careful here. So, don't just think that investing in everything is the answer. Be diversified. Be very, very cautious right now. You have to understand that things are so overvalued. Cars, houses, stocks, bonds, everything is overvalued. A couple things that are not: gold and silver, to me, are very undervalued, my opinion. Let me hear your thoughts on this. Do you know these narcissistic type people, these greedy type people they will literally go broke trying to impress people they don't know. And they're going to pay a significant price here when things do collapse. And we are literally watching a death by 1,000 cuts right now. Everybody can tell me that the stock market is up, even though it was down today, but we're at all-time highs. And there are some people making money at the very, very top. But the majority of this country, the majority of this economy has been sacrificed for the very few on Wall Street. And the average American, the middle class, and the poor are paying the price for this. They're losing jobs. We're losing manufacturing. We're losing industry. We're losing our standard of living. We're losing a lot of things. We're losing our purchasing power. So be cautious out there. Jim Rickards, this is what will destroy the dollar. Well, we all know what it will be. It will be the BRICS. 9 current members, 20 on the waiting list, and many, many more coming. Current members: Russia, Iran, United Emirates, Arab Emirates. When you take Russia, Iran, and the United Arab Emirates, makes BRICS an oil heavyweight. When you take India and China, that's 35% of the world population. That's 2.8 billion people just with these 2 countries. So literally, I mean, if you add up all these, the 9 current members and the 20 coming, that will be more than half the population of America, the majority of the oil heavyweights, the majority of the gold producers: Russia, China, South Africa, the world's largest gold producers, all 3 of them with the BRICS right now. And to think that this is not going to be a threat to the United States dollar, you are sadly mistaken. There are so many things going on behind the scenes right now. While people, try on their Batman costumes and their Superman costumes and their Spider-Man costumes, there are a lot of things happening in the world right now, and it is not going to be good for the average American. It will not be good for the US dollar. So don't keep all your wealth in paper. Don't keep all your wealth in dollars. Have some real things. Have some gold. Have some silver. I will finish with this last article. Southern California's water supply could be crippled by next major earthquake. Don't play games, ladies and gentlemen. We've had a lot of tremors out here in Southern California. We've seen what has happened in the Southeast with the storms. It is a matter of time before we have a big one here in California. You need to be putting food away, water away. You need to be putting assets away. You need to be working on your skills. You need to be getting prepared for a very, very bad day, because it takes a split second and your life will be changed upside down. If you have no way to protect yourself, no way to feed yourself, no way to help other people, no way to take care of your family, no source of water, you're going to be in very, very big trouble. So take the time, take a few dollars when you go to the store, buy a little extra food, a little extra water, and add to your skill sets, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot stress that enough. Too many people are not exercising their body or their minds or their spirits, and they better start doing that because things are coming. And I don't know about you, but I got a feeling we're going to see some very, very big biblical historic events taking place in America. And I think we could already say we've already seen some of those events unfold. We're going to see more coming, and they're going to be very, very serious events. So I hope you're preparing. Thanks for tuning in today. Please like, share, subscribe. I want to thank all of you for spending a few minutes with me today and going over some of this news. Feel free to comment down below on any of these articles or anything you want to talk about. A lot of really educated people, very awake people in those comment sections. And it doesn't matter if you have a 4-year degree, an 8-year degree, or a 5th grade education. The main thing right now is that you are awake and you are aware of what is happening and you're doing something about it. There are a lot of people out there that never, finished high school or even college and none of that. And they are smarter than most people I know. They're more prepared than a lot of people I know, a lot of friends that I have. They're much more prepared. So doesn't really, the amount of years of education you have means nothing. What does matter is you're walking close to God, you're awake, aware, and you are doing something, you are preparing, you're adding to your skills, and you have the skills to take care of yourself, your family, and you're being proactive. That is the main thing that I think is one of the most important things that a human being can be exercising right now. Not a degree on the wall, not what school you went to. What are you doing right now? There's a lot of really educated people out there that are some of the dumbest people I know and some of the most unprepared people I know also. So continue preparing. Don't be complacent. Be proactive. I'm going to leave it there today. God bless every one of you. Thanks for tuning in. Talk to all of you very, very soon.